Okay, welcome
Hello.
back.
Welcome to another episode of Shoot Your Shot Podcast. Today, we have a really fun topic.
Yes.
It's going to get a little spicy,
This
a
is
little
like-
gossipy, but like in a good way. And
but in a good way.
Yeah, we're not talking shit about people, but
Yeah.
we are
Gonna
talking
talk about our
about
pet peeves.
of the creative industry, of being a creator. And I feel like you guys are going to really empathize because there are
Yes.
some things that are just
We're just
a
like,
little annoying. They kind of give me the ick, you know?
I just can't believe how dry I look like a fish with my leg. Like I've never seen my leg this dry before.
I look like a fish.
I do. Like it's gross.
Do you not lotion your body?
I do, but I guess I must
That
be
looks like you haven't lotioned in like 5 years. It's like the
That's
Sahara
what I'm
Desert on your
saying.
leg.
I know. Look, it looks like it's crackling. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know about that, girl.
Pet peeve. Ick number one. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do some pet peeves. We're gonna spill a little gossipy tea, get a little girly.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one, and we also want to hear your pet peeves. So if we missed
Yes.
anything, please like tell us. Cause
Yeah,
we can do a
honestly,
little
we
part
can make this
two.
like an ongoing segment where we just throw some pet peeves out and
Oh,
then
yeah,
keep it
discover new
going.
pet peeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. I'm excited.
All right.
Oh my gosh, she loves doing that.
First pet peeve. Teal and orange. Can we just talk about teal and orange? It's over, guys. Please stop. Teal and orange is gone. This is so 2017.
hates it.
Please stop it with the teal and orange.
Okay, I will say.
I'm looking at you, Sam Colder.
Oh shit.
No, I'm kidding. You've evolved into a more of a cobalt blue vibe.
I'm like thumbnail. Just kidding.
No, but for real, listen. I understand why. I understand why teal and blue really do work well together.
I kind of like it though. But I do.
I'm over it.
I do
We
agree.
need to move on.
It's very like 2006, so I'm
2006.
maybe what, like 2000?
2006? You were like 10 years old in 2006. What do you mean 2006?
Okay, 2016. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, 2016 makes
Okay.
way more sense than 2006 when you were 10 years old
Okay.
in elementary school.
Okay, sorry. She's,
I am heated today.
She's
I
very-
came with some spice.
I was gonna say Claire came in here to murder. But no, I do agree. Teal and orange, like it is kind of overdone with. Like, let's find a new color palette. Like, let's see what else you're into. I do like
Yeah.
it though, but like, let's get a little bit more creative.
Let's move on. Let us know. I'm gonna get canceled for my
I
hate
was
of
gonna say,
teal and
especially
orange.
Claire, because she's
I
a
don't care.
photographer and edits all the time,
I
so she's
don't
probably
care.
like, I hate it.
Okay, anyways, moving on.
Okay, number 2.
Clients expecting quick turnaround after taking ages to make selections.
Or,
Oh my
or
gosh.
even like, just that goes with photography and video. I cannot stand when a client expects you to shoot. Okay, this actually happened recently. A client expected us to shoot an entire like cinematic recap video of like a 5-day thing, and then wanted the draft like the day after it ended.
No.
And like,
If you
that's
add
just
2 zeros to my invoice, maybe.
Exactly. Like, if you were to pay me more, okay, cool. I'll stay up and I'll edit like same day edits, but no.
Not free of cost, baby.
It's also like, why would you want to rush somebody when they're making you art? Like, it's gonna get you
Yeah.
so far in life.
when
Like,
you're making art.
I know. I know. I'm like, why do that?
Yeah, and I personally, so for some client work, I let them make the selects because I'm like, I don't really care. Like you choose the photos you want me to edit, that's fine. And so they'll take like literally 3 months. Like the
Oh.
stop being loud. Some clients will take literal weeks, if not months, to get me selections. And they're like, can you get this edited in the next 4 days? And I'm like,
Yes.
you just like left me hanging for 2 weeks.
They, like, ghosted
4
you.
weeks. You ghosted me.
Yes.
And now you want me to run around with my head cut off for 4 days to get you 150 edits because you couldn't get me your selections in time? The answer is, yeah, I'll do it if you add a 0 to my paycheck.
It's not even that. It's also sometimes we're like so mad about it, but we're like, oh my God, I'll just do it. Because some of them can be really annoying. I
No,
don't know.
honestly, I'll say no if I can't. Like,
If I can't, I'll say no.
Yeah.
But if they're like actually annoying me, Sometimes
yeah.
I have been a victim of this. Sometimes I'll just like be like, oh my God, I literally want them to stop texting me. I don't want them to ever talk to me
Yeah.
again. Here's your photos. Here's your video. Please have a wonderful, beautiful, happy life. And I wish you nothing
Never
but
talk
success,
to
but leave me alone.
That's funny. I think because I don't know, I've been doing this long enough now that I've learned to stand up for myself, because a lot of clients will take advantage of you.
They
and at
do.
this
It's
point, I'm
horrible.
like, no, I can't get you this in 4 days. My turnaround time is 3 weeks. If you would like to expedite this, here are my expedition rates.
Which is how it should
and
be.
you can pay for expedition. But obviously, it also depends. It is subjective, depends on the project. But most of the time, I'll be like, no, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I have like 4 other projects I'm editing. I can't prioritize yours when you
Yeah.
took 4 weeks to get back to me. But that is a big pet peeve. Okay, next one. Do you want to read it? Number 4?
Okay. I know this has happened to you, and it has happened to me too.
Oh my gosh.
People ask you to hang out, but when they ask you to hang out, they slightly remind you or subtly remind you to bring your camera.
Oh my gosh. That is like actually one of the saddest things you can do to me as a photographer. That it's like putting a knife in my heart and telling me
Yeah.
that you don't give a fuck about me and our friendship.
You just want me
just-
to take photos of you.
Yeah, and that's happened so many times,
Yep.
and I know that so many other photographers feel this, and I'm apologizing on behalf of all your shitty friends. If you're watching on, if you're not watching on YouTube, I'm using quotation marks. Friends, they're not your friend. If they're constantly asking to hang out and for you to bring your camera, they're
Then-
not your friend. Stop
Yeah.
hanging out with them. They're using you.
Like, it's so sad. I know a lot of like friends when I was more involved in the music industry. Like, don't get me wrong, I love taking photos for my friends. I get so much joy out of it. But when you force me to do it, like
You're taking away all the joy.
yeah, and it's like I used to get invited to like friends' shows. Well, again, quote friends. This was back then when I first came to LA, and they would want me to come to their shows, but they would say, "Oh, can you bring your camera and your flash?" Because I had the nicer flash in the group. And then I would get there, and I would literally say,
Be working
"Here,
the whole time.
like here it is," and they would be like, "Oh, but can you do it? You do it so much better." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "That's the real reason I'm at this show, to be your freaking
Rude.
personal photographer for free." Excuse me, bye.
Yeah, rude. It's rude. Don't do it.
Yeah.
If you're listening and you've done that before,
It's rude.
it's rude. We forgive you. Don't do it again.
Yeah,
it
exactly.
Truly, it actually like really. Maybe I'm being too sensitive, but like,
No.
there's been a few times where people who I thought actually cared about me did that to me, like a couple times in a row, and I was like,
I think it's different if
Ow.
you've been friends for a while. Like, it doesn't bother me because we've had other times where we've hung out where I'm not doing anything like that. But especially if it's a new friendship and that's what you're always asking, then that's when I'm like, are you really trying to be my friend?
I think. No, I don't think it's ever okay. I think if you're gonna ask for a favor, you should just ask for a favor. You should just be
Oh,
like,
oh, yeah,
hey,
yeah.
hey, I know we're hanging out on Tuesday, and like I just started this T-shirt brand, and I'm gonna be wearing the shirt. Like, is there any chance you'd be down to like take a couple photos of me, or like I'll buy you lunch, or like whatever.
Oh, yeah,
If
that's
you
actually a
preface-
perfect way to say it.
If you're honest and you're like, hey, I love your work, and I would love if, like, I would be honored if you would help me shoot this like T-shirt brand I'm launching. Like, is it okay if I wear it to lunch and you like snag a couple pictures? That's so different than being super manipulative and saying, hey, I can't wait to hang out on Thursday. By the way, like, bring your camera. That's different.
Yeah,
just be
no, you're right,
honest.
you're right.
Just be forthcoming. Just be real. Just keep it real, guys. It's not that hard.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Wow, I'm on fire.
I was
today.
gonna say, honestly, I can't say anything else. Let's go to the next one. That's good.
Okay, this is a little bit mean, but like, it is a pet. It's not maybe a pet peeve. It's an ick.
Okay.
Technical photographers, and I wrote down on my notes, eye roll. Because you know what? Yeah, I get it. I get that there is a scientific way to shoot things sometimes, but I'm not a technical photographer at all. I am
Yeah.
such an emotional photographer. Like, I just shoot what feels good in the moment. I figure it out on my camera, and like, yes, I do know my gear very well. I've been doing this for 8 years. I understand how gear works, Jerry. I know how my flash works, Jerry.
Jerry.
But do I want to shoot it that way?
No, Jerry.
Okay? I like this weird, fucked up version of my photo. Stop judging me, Jerry.
No, but that is true. I've had that happen. Like, people will literally, this actually will lead into the next one too. People will come and like look how I'm shooting something, whether it be photo or video or even drone.
And then, oh my gosh.
And not only will they go like all technical on me, and I'm like, I literally adore you, Jerry, but this is how I do it. And if you understood like my editing process, you would understand why I'm doing it this way. I think that's
That
important
part.
to know. Because like, we all edit different. Like, I might be doing something that's not technical because I know the way I'm gonna edit it.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes people are like, why are you doing it that way? And then I'll edit it and they'll be like, oh my God, that looks so good. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, shut up. Like, I
know what
knew
I'm
that's why.
doing.
But
Okay.
to go into the next one, same. I'm just gonna call him Jerry again. I like this. Jerry.
So sorry if there's a Jerry listening. This is not targeted at you.
Sorry, Jerry. But this leads into the next one. While you're shooting, I cannot stand, like, it's kind of hard to annoy me, but it really, really annoys me when there's like a backseat driver, but a backseat shooter. And they just won't leave you alone. And they're just like, oh, but you should do it like this. Or wait, what if you do it like this? Or wait, you should like adjust your ISO. Or like, there's a difference between being helpful and like helping me to being like, Jerry, and being like, shut up. Can you just go sit over there? And then when I show you when it's done, you're going to actually probably really love it. And then you'll be like, oh, wow, she didn't know what she was doing. Okay, sorry.
No, I 100% relate to this because literally the other day I was on set shooting for this brand.
Ooh.
And one of the models the whole time was like, yeah, what about this angle? Or like, maybe if you stood over there, like I should be in this position, or like you should move over to that side, or like what if you shoot it this way? And I was like, bro, I am the photographer, you are the model. I understand like once in a while being like, oh, like what if we try this? Okay, that's fine. I appreciate, you know, the inspiration that you're throwing my way. But to every 3 minutes be telling me how to shoot, like,
that's
just
when it
stop.
gets annoying.
It's just so obnoxious. Stop.
I know, because here's the thing.
Rude.
I'm super into having like feedback from people that I'm working with, and like if you're into something, like I think it's really cool to all come together and creatively think together. But like what you're saying,
a model, I get it if it's like the director, the creative director, the brand owner, the brand owner telling me like, hey, actually, can you shoot like this? Yeah, it's your brand. This is your vision. But like the model, really the model. I'm looking straight at you, model.
And that is the tea.
And that's the tea. Another.
I'm like sipping tea.
Another
Claire is on fire today.
I know. I don't know where this came from, but another one that is kind of what you said. When I'm shooting on the live view of my camera and someone's not necessarily saying anything, they're just watching. They're like over my shoulder watching, so they can see every picture I'm taking. Even if they're silent, I get immense anxiety, and I just start shooting in the camera. I'll like switch it and shoot in the camera instead of shooting on the screen, because I'm like, stop looking at what I'm doing. Now I'm overthinking. Now my bad.
Exactly.
And then I'll be like, oh my God, I'm a terrible photographer. They can't look at me doing
Literally, because it's almost like you need to be, I mean, I'm sure maybe you relate to this and other people do too, but like when I get into like the creative mode, like I need to be like in flow. Like as soon as I'm taken out of flow, like I will literally start overthinking everything and being like, what you said, am I bad at this? Am I horrible? Like, am I even gonna succeed in this job? Like, and then it just sucks. I'm literally thinking of so many examples in my head right now, as I'm sure you are too. Jerry.
This is where we stopped writing pet peeves.
Oh, no, I have one. Okay. This kind of like ties into more of like the creative community, especially here in LA. I cannot stand, and this happens, like whether people want to admit it happens in LA or not, it literally happens at every single party or event or wherever, even the freaking street. People will come up to you, and if you have a conversation with you, they will ask you for your Instagram first, or what you do and who you know, before asking, how are you?
Or like, what's your name?
Or like, what's your name? Literally, people will be like, oh, what's your Instagram? Oh, well, hi, I'm Georgia.
Yeah.
What's your name? Before I go and be like, here's my Instagram. Like, why? Like, I don't know. Like,
it's just people who are superficial. Hashtag all of LA.
Yeah, but
it's just super.
That's just a pet peeve. I find these like funny. Like I find it funny. Like I'll literally be sitting there watching and I'll be like, oh my God, like I'll like spot them out in the crowd. I'll be like, there's a Jerry, there's a Jerry, there's a Jerry,
That's
there's
such
a Jerry.
Weird thing to do. I've never gone up to them and be like, hi, what's your Instagram?
That's what I mean.
Who talks like that?
Like if you want to, like after you're done with the conversation, you guys want to stay connected, by all means, get each other's number, Instagram, you know, but actually develop a real conversation or connection first before just trying to get a follow.
That's not genuine. It's not genuine. Or what? Oh my gosh.
A British accent. It's not genuine.
It's not genuine.
It's bloody not genuine,
Stop
Jerry.
it right now, Jerry. Oh my gosh. This leads into another one when someone just takes your phone and is like, oh, I'll follow myself on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
That's happened before. And I'm like,
what else?
bro, I don't want to follow you on Instagram.
But you know what else?
Please stop. Don't take my phone. Don't look yourself up on my Instagram. That's weird.
Has this happened to you?
Back. Yes.
No, wait. Where they take your phone, they follow you, but then they follow their 2 other accounts too. They're like, oh, this is my artist one. This is my personal one. Oh my God, I have a brand one too. Boop, follow.
Yeah, no.
And I'm just like, so you just made me follow 3 of you, and I don't even know your last name. Like,
yeah, weird vibes, bro.
And you have a dog food brand. I don't really want to follow this.
Yeah, weird vibes. Or also when like, okay, so this is maybe more of a personal thing, but I have 2 accounts. I have a personal account where I follow my friends and people who don't do anything in the creative industry. And then I have my photography account where I only follow people in the creative industry and only follow other artists. The reason for that is that when I log into my Instagram, I want my feed to be inspiring. I want it to be all really cool work.
That's good, though.
I don't want to follow people who don't do creative work because I'm making the feed look a certain way so I get inspiration. Don't take it personally, but I've had some people, and this is the pet peeve, I've had some people be like, oh, well, why don't you follow me on Lady Baguette? And I'm like, because you work in like marketing.
As much as like social media is like a cool thing and we love it, it just doesn't, it really doesn't matter. I hate when people get upset that I've like unfollowed people from like way back in my high school because I'm just like, I literally have no idea like what you do. You barely, also you barely post.
Okay, so you know what's actually a personal ick, and like yes, I'm being very sensitive to this.
Okay.
But when someone asks me what I do and I tell them I'm a photographer, the number one response I get, and it's almost always from a man,
What?
oh, what do you shoot, weddings?
I've never had that happen to me. I've never had
It has happened to me so many times, and it's starting to get to the point where I'm like borderline rude. I'm like, no. No, I don't shoot weddings. I occasionally, and by occasionally I mean once every 4 years, second shoot a wedding. I've never single shot a wedding because I don't like shooting weddings. Why do you assume that me, a woman, shoots weddings? Because if I was a guy, they're not asking that to a guy. When a guy says, oh yeah, I'm a photographer, bro. Oh yeah, bro, what do you shoot weddings? No. So why are you targeting me, a woman, and asking me if I shoot weddings? It's rude. I don't shoot weddings. It's annoying. Like, please stop.
Mic drop. I'm just kidding. That was your own. I've never had that happen. But you actually know, now that reminded me, you know what is kind of like a personal one for me? Oh, this is actually great. So I drone and I love droning. And anytime that I'm around a guy just on that topic and I pull out my drone or I say I'm gonna drone, they look at me like I'm a foreign alien and they're like, oh my God, but you're a girl. And I'm like, yeah, so and like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, actually, if anything, girls are known to be a little bit more softer at the touch. So when I have to move my thumbs on the controller to make the drone look good, I'm probably doing it better than you, Mr. Aggressive Thumb Man.
Mr. Aggressive Thumb Man.
I don't know.
Wow.
I just had a situation happen where I went to go get my drone license and I walked in there and the guy was like, oh, like, what test are you here for? Because you can do multiple tests there at like the aviation school. And I was like, oh, I'm here for my drone test, whatever. And he was like, you're here for that? Like you're, you know.
I would have seen red.
And you know what he said? He was like, my son just tried to take that test and he failed it, so like, good luck. And I was like, oh, well.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is this for real?
Yeah, this is serious.
Oh my gosh, I would lose it.
I know, and I was like this. I was like, oh, really? I was like, wow. Like,
sucks for your son.
Yeah, I was like, that sucks. And then I went in there and I came out and I aced it and I was like,
I can. You, by the way, you can hire me to tutor your son.
Oh, I should have said that. I should have.
Does your son need help?
Well,
I offered, I tutor for $150 an hour.
Literally, I was like, let me, you know why? It's because your son has hard thumbs and I have soft thumbs. I'm just
hard
kidding.
Thumbs, I'm dead.
That's like nothing really to do with it. Well, kind of, but no. Yeah,
that's annoying.
That's a personal one. And I always get that, like always.
The ladies will understand. Another one, when my friends get engaged and they're like, oh my God, you should shoot our wedding. No, I don't want to shoot your wedding. I want to be drinking tequila and dancing at your wedding. I don't want to be working.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if I told my friends when I get engaged one day, which probably never happened.
It will happen.
Yeah, do you want to come to my wedding and work the whole time? Would you like to be working the whole time? No. They'd be like, what?
You'd be like,
that's so weird.
You'd be like, wow, that really sucks. Like, I want to have fun with you.
Why do you think I want to work at your
wedding?
wedding?
That actually has happened to me. For whatever reason, everyone's getting married right now. I don't know why.
I think they probably mean it in a nice way,
I
get it. They're trying to be nice, but it's like, no, bro, I want to.
They do. They mean it nicely. I actually had a friend, she came to me and instead of, which I thought was really a better way to approach it, she said, I really want you to not shoot it, but if I can't find somebody within my budget, would you be open to helping? And I was like, yeah, of course, which I thought was a much better way to at least ask it.
Yeah.
But she even said, but if I can find somebody, like, I really don't want you to because I want you to be able to get drunk with me.
Totally.
So if you do feel the need to ask your friends, maybe just ask it.
It's how
like
you
that.
ask.
Yeah, it's everything is how you ask and how you.
That's really true.
It is. That's
really
deep. It really is. Okay. Anyways, next pet peeve.
What's another pet peeve?
Creator couple breakups.
Oh my gosh.
But here's the thing, I'm so invested in it, and eventually we're gonna have an episode where I just spill all the tea on everything I know from Follow Like a Claire's Face, where I know everything about these creator couples.
I don't know if we can do that.
I know, I'm not gonna do it right now. It's like fine.
We'll have a talk about this.
Yeah, we'll get to a point.
We'll see. Maybe we'll talk about this.
We'll get to a point where we feel like we can, and that's whenever it'll all come out.
I'm just friends with too many of them. I don't want to
I know, but
screw anyone over.
no, but we can like talk about it. Okay, anyways, let's not talk about that now. The pet peeve is creator couple breakups. I think it's not even like a pet peeve. It's just funny to me. Like, I mean, I feel bad that they break up, like don't get me wrong, but I just think it's funny to see who ends up together and who ends up not. And honestly, the creative world, like you're all friends, especially if you're both creators dating. So it's very difficult to then figure out which person to be more friends with at times.
Yeah, I think for me, the only part of that annoys me, it's not even annoying, I'm just like, why do you do this? Is when they post like a little notes app paragraph.
Yes.
And it's like, that's your business.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that you have fans who are insane and want to know everything about your life, but like, you don't need to give them that.
Yeah.
Like, you can break up with someone and not post about it. Like, if you want to post about it and it helps you in you break up, that's
Then
fine, go
great.
for it. But I feel bad that these big creators feel the need to post a little like breakup paragraph.
Like little snippet, like this is why we broke up.
Yeah, no, you don't need to do that.
Don't get me wrong, like I love reality shows, so whenever they post the snippets, I'm there like analyzing it. I'm like, oh, so this is why. I knew it. Like, I saw them post this picture years ago.
Yeah, I just am like, dude, you don't need to explain yourself. If you needed to break up with someone, that's fine. You don't need to explain yourself.
But it should be more like just between you and the person. I think any relationship, whatever, it should be between you and the person you're dating.
It's just like, imagine having that pressure. Like, I recently went through a breakup, and if I had to post a whole paragraph about why we broke up, I would have lost it.
I'm not gonna lie, I
that's so
definitely
hard.
thought that you were gonna do that.
What? No, why would I do that?
I don't know.
I don't even have 30,000 followers. That's not even like,
I don't know.
I'm not a celebrity. Absolutely not. And even if I was, which I never want to be, I would never.
Oh my God, I want to be a celebrity.
I don't want to be. I would not do well. I have too much anxiety. I would not do well. As
Really?
A
I don't know. I just,
Hell no.
like, I was almost like excited to read your like little excerpt about it.
I would never post that. No, that would be so lame. Ew, if I ever do something like that, someone has taken a hold of me. I am no longer myself. And
Claire would have been held
contact
hostage.
the authorities because I am being held captive if I post that on my Instagram.
Watch her like literally in a year. She's gonna be like, hey guys, just kidding.
Oh my gosh,
What?
another pet peeve just came to mind.
Say it.
Oh my gosh, this annoys me so much.
Okay, what?
And I have friends who do this, and if you take this personally,
I wonder if I do any of your pet peeves.
if you take this personally, I don't care. I don't need to know what your follower count on TikTok is. Stop updating Instagram on how many followers you have on TikTok.
That is a thing, actually.
Yeah, like congrats. You have 125,000 followers on TikTok. Don't give a shit.
And you know what
like,
they'll do?
why are you
They'll
posting
circle
that?
it.
Yeah, they'll circle
and
it.
put a little arrow like
Yeah.
that's blinking towards it, being like,
Guys, I'm
thank
so
you.
grateful that I have so many fans. I don't care. Oh, they'll be like, wow, it hit 1 million views this month on TikTok. We're doing big things over there.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I get it. Like if you like reach a certain number and you're like want to do one of those like let's get a cake and balloons and
Yeah,
celebrate.
if you hit 1 million followers, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But hitting 1 million views or 125,000 followers, I don't care, bro.
I think I did do one. I think I did
I
something
hate
like
you.
that.
No, I'm
you hate me.
No.
Because I think on my pizza reel, I got like 23 million and I posted it on my thing.
You got 23 million views. That's different than like getting 500,000 views in a month overall.
But also, I think I did it in a way where I was like, what the actual like fuck is going on? Like,
Yeah, that's different, though.
Because I
That's
circled it and
totally
I was like,
different.
how on earth did you guys even like want to watch this?
Yeah, you weren't doing it for like validation. You were like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the people who are like, guys, look at me, I'm so cool. I have so many fans.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
happens all the time, and I honestly just want to mute you when you do that. Like, it's just annoying. It's obnoxious. Like you're putting way too much self-worth
I would
in
love
how many
to see
people
who you have
follow
muted
you.
on Instagram.
There's a lot of people.
No, I have a lot of people too.
Yeah.
Not for like batteries.
It's just for
like,
mental health. It's
Yeah,
like, I don't
yeah,
need to.
it's like a mental
'cause
health break.
Sometimes you end up kind of like starting to hate people online, but you're like kind of still friends with them. And I'd rather just mute you and not think about you than end up having like resentment towards you. Wow, it sounds like I have so many issues. I promise I don't.
I was gonna say this is turning into a. We should do an episode
So
and bring
bad.
like a therapist in for you.
That'd be kind of funny.
This is more like a pet peeve that I feel like everybody can relate to. But when people ask you to do free work, and then you come back, I think this actually just happened to somebody.
It happened to Jay.
Yeah, it happened to Jay. That's right.
Literally, like, yesterday.
Literally yesterday. I saw it on his Instagram.
Yeah.
When people ask you like, oh, can you do this for me? And then you're like, yeah, absolutely. Like, this is what I normally charge. And then they're like, oh, well, I was expecting you to do it for free. And you're like, oh, no, I'm not going to do that for free. And then they're like, what's wrong with you? Why won't you help me out? Like, you're a small business owner, or you're like starting off. Like, can you relate? Can you just? And I'm just like,
The audacity to be mad at someone for charging for their services. Do you want to hear something crazy? I'm gonna call this celebrity out so hard. Celebrity, D-list celebrity.
Ooh, let's go,
I'm
let's
calling
go.
you out so hard. Chanel West Coast messaged me recently and was like, oh my gosh, I love your work. Like, we should do some maternity photos together. That'd be so sick. And I was like, hey girl, like, yeah, let's do it. Here are my maternity rates. She went, oh yeah, actually, like, I'm on TV a lot, so like, you know, I usually get just like free photos.
That's
and
what I'm
like I
saying.
can give you a shout out. And I was like, what the fuck? So I literally replied and was like, yeah, sorry, no, I don't do free work, but if you'd like to book a session with me, here are my rates.
Good
and
for you.
You can like book me with whatever. If you have any questions, let me know. But she
Good for
literally,
you.
wait, should I just pull it up? I'm gonna pull up
Yeah,
the
pull it
text
up.
right now to tell you guys exactly what she said.
On our like little Instagram edits, we'll actually edit it in the DM.
I don't care about calling people out.
But no,
that's rude.
That's a huge pet peeve. It's like,
She didn't even say it in a nice way that was like, oh, no worries, like, I actually don't have a budget for this, but
Yeah.
like, if I ever do, I'd love to hire you. Like,
But
there's
one,
she
obviously-
still follows me, and I never followed her back.
one, obviously she has the budget.
Okay. Would love to collab with you on a shoot. She was pregnant at the time. I just posted like a pregnancy shoot. I said, would love to work together. At this time, I'm only taking paid projects, but if you have a budget, I'd love to work with you and run you through my rates. She replied, I want to do some cute maternity pics, but I get a lot of photographers willing to shoot me for free because of my following and being on TV 24/7. So the lower the budget, the better. Let me know your rates for 2 looks. Oh, I guess she did ask for my rates, and then I sent the rates, and she like ghosted me.
Yeah, that just means that she just wanted free work.
Oh, you're on TV and
what I
photographers
mean,
give
like-
you free work. I don't care.
That's what I mean, like,
I'm
you-
not paying my bills with
A shout out.
shout out.
Like, that's not how it works.
Like, maybe if I just started and I wanted to like build a portfolio, that'd be sick. But like, no, I'm 8 years deep in this bitch.
Yeah.
Like, we're good. We don't
But
need
it's
that.
also the fact that, and that's just like another pet peeve that I always see happen, is people have, like, they're successful. Like, she's on TV. Like, I don't know her financial situation, but she's on TV. She has constant work. She definitely has, even if she offered like a few $100s, or like even if she offered some type of compensation, it would come off better than her just being like, oh, well, like, I'm on TV, so I'll give you a shout out. It's just, I know she has the money. I know that she can do it.
Well, and to ghost, and I know this happens to a lot of people. This actually happens to a lot of wedding photographers and
Yeah.
proposal photographers. They'll get inquiries, and then people will never follow up after they share the rates, and that's rude. Just
Yeah.
say, hey, we've chosen to go to work with someone else. Thank you so much for your time. Like, we appreciate all this information. Like,
Yeah.
thank you. You don't have to ghost. You can just say that you are not interested, that you can't afford it. Like, it is okay to just keep it real and say.
I agree.
Because then you keep these photographers or videographers like hoping, thinking maybe like they'll contact me later. Like,
And like then we'll have to
waiting.
chase you and follow up, because
Yeah.
like we literally live in a freelance world. Like, unfortunately, we do rely on opportunities.
Just say that you're not interested. That's fine. We're not
Yeah.
going to take it personally. I have so much respect for a potential client who says, hey, we went through your rates and like this just isn't our budget, or we're interested in doing something different, so we're not gonna
Yeah.
work with you. But
Same.
like, thank you so much for your time. I'm like, oh, no worries, dude. Absolutely fine. Like,
Yep.
best of luck with your shoot. Like, wishing you all the best. That is so much better than getting ghosted.
Yeah.
So I guess that's another pet peeve, is getting ghosted when you send out your rates.
I just don't think I like getting ghosted at all.
No.
In the
Whether
creator
it's a
world
man or
and
a
outside.
client, no one wants to get
I
ghosted.
know. I actually feel like
Or friends.
that's the worst thing you could do to anyone, is to ghost them.
It's just a lack of like,
Empathy,
well, empathy and like your pussy. You have
consideration,
no balls.
compassion,
Yeah, just like
like
keep it
love,
real.
kindness.
You have no love in you.
Yeah. Like, where's the love? Where's the love? I can't believe we did it at the same time. That's funny.
I love us.
Okay. Anyways,
that
that's
was-
a quick little pet peeve. Gossip sesh with us.
Yeah, and listen, we actually have so many, surprise, we have so many more pet peeves, and we would love to hear yours. So
Yes.
please comment on the YouTube.
We would love to
comment
read
on
them out.
Instagram. We would love to have a little episode
peeve
where
sesh.
we read everybody else's.
A little pee-pee
Maybe
sesh. Oh,
we'll-
wait. No.
No, ignore that. We're gonna
Because
cut that
pet
out.
peeve, I thought that
Yeah,
it was like
no.
alliteration, but
No,
no.
Also, should we do a hotline?
Yeah, I
You
think
guys
it
should
would,
call in with your pet peeves. I think that'd be so
yeah,
funny.
we don't have the hotline at this moment, but we'll
link it.
Yeah, we'll link it. So call in, leave your pet peeves, and
And we'll do a round 2. Thank you guys so much for coming to another episode of Shoot Your Shot. Leave us a rate and review. You can follow us on all platforms. You can listen to us on all platforms. And we'll catch you on the next episode.
bye.
Bye. Shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot.